Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you my 7-plus-year-old Mission Inhaler Ac-1s, and I've been riding the skates for a little over 2 years now, so here they are. I'll go ahead and take a skate out right here. This skate's in the better condition of the two, so I'm just going to be going over all the features of them, obviously not the wheels because the wheels are aftermarket wheels. But I will talk about the wheels of the original wheels, and the laces are not original either. So, starting at the wheels, they had Rink Rat Hornet Split. They were the blue and white ones, and it had them all the way across. And the skate still has high-low. So, even back in 2013, so it had 280s in the back and 276s in the front for the senior sizes, and an all-white magnesium chassis. So that's the chassis, and it's a one-piece chassis. So that's an extra benefit. Makes it a little bit lighter, and in collaboration with the magnesium aspect of the chassis. So that's a benefit. They still have the locking wheel bolts like Mission always uses, and they have Mission Swiss LE bearings. So that's the best bearing that best bearing that Mission made ever. Even to this day, this is what they use in all the skates still. The chassis, they did switch from a magnesium chassis with all these cutouts, and they made a different one that Bauer uses, and that's what they're using on all the Mission skates, since Bauer and Mission are owned by the same company, or Mission's owned by Bauer. And they switched to the Kryptonium chassis, and that's an all-aluminum chassis, and it just has a whole bunch more cutouts. So aluminum's a little bit stronger than magnesium, but also a little bit heavier. But they were able to take enough cutouts out of it to make it a little bit lighter in comparison to this frame. So they are using the magnesium frame still, though. They were using the magnesium frame up until the DS line, and yeah, that's the frame. So here's the outsole. It's got like a carbon fiber looking outsole. It's not actually carbon fiber, but it looks like it. It is just, I believe it's just a composite outsole with like this mesh type of stuff that goes over it to make it look like it is a carbon fiber outsole, but it's not. They are still using the big abrasion pads right here, which they don't use anymore. They stopped using those after the DS line of skates, and so the NLS and the FZ skates no longer have that. So then going up onto the boot kind of area, we've got this vent here. This is to work in conjunction with the toe cap that has all these vents in it, so that will vent and come through right here. And there's also one over here. There's also an abrasion pad over here as well. So the tongue it's a two-piece true vented tongue. So they used this tongue all the way up until the present moment, except now it's a 5-piece tongue. So it's still got all the holes that I'll show you here in a minute in it on the new FZ0 skate. And here it is. It's got all these holes here. That'll work in conjunction with, I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but it's got let me zoom in on. So it's got like holes in like this mesh. So, and this is also very hard. You can hear it, but it's like a very padded foam for the tongue right there. So that's the tongue. It's a true vented tongue, and they've used this ever since the T9 skate. So they use it through T9, T10, AC1, DS1, NLS1, now the FZ0. So they've used it for a long time now, 9 years, and yeah, that's the tongue. So going on to the inside, we have this foam called Indie Foam. I'll zoom in for that as well, so you can see it's blue. The AC1s were all blue skates, opposed to the AC2s that were all green. So these are kind of like the AC6 type of color scheme, but yeah, the AC2s would have green all right here, and they would have came with green wheels and a worse chassis, or just not as good of a chassis. It's still a very nice chassis, and it's just aluminum, but it's still got all the same cutouts. So, and then going up onto the actual like boot, it's a very stiff boot still, and I've rode the skates a lot, and still a very, very stiff boot. And yeah, I like the boot a lot on these skates. Definitely recommend you get some if you can find them anywhere. But I'll go ahead and show you the footbed. These are actually footbeds from the AC2s. My brother has AC2s, so we traded footbeds because they are the same footbeds though. They're a little bit dirty, but yeah, that's what they look like. They're all green, but it would just be blue right here on the AC1 footbeds, but these are AC2 footbeds. So that's the footbed. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like once I unlace this a little more from those vents on the inside of the skate. It's got like this mesh type of look, and I'll show you here in a minute. So let me zoom in. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see a little bit of light coming through, and that's all just to keep your foot cool. I don't really ever feel like it is doing that much, but I don't usually ride skates with not as much ventilation, so I don't know if it really does anything or if it doesn't. I think it does a little bit, but not as much as they make it sound like it does with any of their skates. Here's the tendon guard. Looks very nice. It's got like this chrome look, and the silver comes all the way down the skate right here, opposed to black on the AC2s. And yeah, that's the 7-year-old skates. They're holding up very well. I've been riding them for over 2 years. I'll go ahead and show you the other skate, because this skate is having a little bit of wear. So I did just have to put a little bit of hockey tape right here from hockey stopping when you screw up your hockey stop. So when it drags, I put that there a little while ago, and it's holding up good. So yeah, my abrasion pad did fall off, or it did like come apart right there, so that's why I had to put that there. So that's my Mission Inhaler AC1s, and they were made in 2013. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Leave any video ideas that you have for me in the comments, and I can try to make them. I've got a whole bunch of other skates that I can do videos of. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.